Let's build the graduation cap. To start, grab part A and some scissors. Let's cut it out along the edges like this. And then, using our glue stick, we're going to flip it over and glue all the way around the edges, along with a few stripes down the middle. Next, we're going to flip it over and press down to secure it onto our cardboard. Next, let's grab parts B and do the same, cutting them each out using our scissors along the edges like this. And gluing them along the back the same way we did with part A. First along those edges and then in the center, pressing down to attach them onto our cardboard. Next, let's go ahead and cut out part C and part D. Then we'll go ahead and glue those right along the back and glue them right on top of parts B. Now that we've glued everything down, we're ready to start cutting. Using our ChompSaw, we're going to follow along each of the black lines, moving a little bit slower on some of the harsher angles on part B, taking our time until they are fully cut out. Also going slow along those edges on part D since they're a little close together. Next, we're going to grab our wooden scoring tool and move it over those red dashed lines on parts B. Bring it over each line once or twice. And then we're going to do a quick fold test, making sure we can fold each of those lines upward. And then going on to do the same with part B, using that scoring tool over each of those red dashed lines. And folding them upwards, making sure that we can easily fold each line comfortably. Next, we're going to grab part C and we're going to remove the back layer. So first, we'll flip it over and then use that wooden scoring tool to outline the area that we want to take off. We're then going to use that wooden scoring tool again to go right underneath that top layer so that we can peel it off. This part can take a little bit of time to make sure that top layer is fully removed. So be patient here. And we want to fully remove that top layer so that we can go ahead and bend this piece during our next step. Now, since this is going to be our tassel, we're going to go ahead and use the edge of a table nearby and move it back and forth so that we can get a curve to this piece. After a few rotations, it should look something like this. Now, let's tape parts B onto part A. We're first going to flip over part B and add some double-sided tape onto the back. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove that top layer to reveal the sticky side underneath. And where I see those red outline shapes on part A, I'm going to go ahead and line up those tape sections on part B, folding the piece sideways like this until they match up with those outlines, and then grabbing the other part B and doing the same on the other side. Pressing down until it feels secure on that part A. Awesome. So now it should look something like this. Next, let's go ahead and grab our masking tape, and wherever we see these yellow marks on parts B, we're going to go ahead and tape the inside to secure the cap. Doing the same on the other side. Until it looks something like this. Awesome. Now let's do a quick check to make sure that it fits. After trying it on, if you wanted to adjust it to be a little bit tighter or looser on your head, all you'd have to do is go ahead and change these pieces of tape. So to make it bigger, you would take off the masking tape and move those sides of part B slightly farther away from one another before taping it back. Or to make it tighter, you'd move those parts slightly closer together. Now, let's attach the tassel. To start, I'm going to flip over our graduation cap and grab our double-sided tape one more time, placing one piece right along the top of part D and removing the backing to reveal that sticky side. Next, let's take the bottom of part C and stick it on top towards the side like this, and then twist part D around the top so that it sticks all the way around the edge. Now we're going to go ahead and pull each of those strands towards the side so it starts to look like a tassel. Cool. Now that we have a tassel, let's attach it to the top of the cap. To do that, we're going to take that double-sided tape and stick two pieces right on top of the circle of part C. Let's go ahead and take off the back of that piece of tape like we did before. And now we're going to stick it on top, right in the middle of that cap, making sure that the tassel is sticking out towards the side, just like I have it here, and pressing down firmly to make sure it is attached. And we're done with our graduation cap. Should we try it on?